evolved a symbiotic, synergistic relationship. We depend on our mitochondria for the metabolism of our foodstuffs, such as fats, sugars, and proteins, to generate a critical nutrient for energy called ATP. It turns out that ATP powers about 95% of all of our energy requiring processes in the body, and the mitochondria are necessary for the maintenance of our normal body temperature of 98.6. So mitochondria, if they're functioning normally, are great, but I tell my patients, and I feel that this is the honest truth, that if their mitochondria were functioning completely normally, that they wouldn't be in my office complaining of chronic illness. They're just that important. So what is it that can cause the mitochondria to give us problems? And I'm going to talk about some broad overview today about 3 reasons that we see mitochondria giving our body's problems and contributing to chronic illness, particularly fatigue and inability to lose weight. So the mitochondria, because they're more related to bacteria in the way that they're structured, are very, very sensitive to a whole host of environmental toxins. They're especially sensitive to biological toxins, such as the effect of viruses. They're subject to injury by chemicals, such as pesticides, heavy metals like mercury, lead, and arsenic. And it's interesting, but the mitochondria are also under the direct control of higher neural centers, particularly the limbic center, and what has been called the mitochondrial cell danger response. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. I'm going to devote at least one video completely to this mitochondrial cell danger response. The other thing that is really important for mitochondria is the fact that because they're unique in the way they function compared to the other parts of our cells, we know that the mitochondria have some unique nutritional needs. There are some cofactors and vitamins that are fairly unique to the mitochondria. The other thing that we know about mitochondria is that their membrane structure is critical to their function. In other words, their cell walls or cell membranes, which are made up of cholesterol, phospholipids, and other fats and proteins. But when the mitochondrial membranes are not healthy, this leads to a dramatic drop-off in the mitochondria's ability to make ATP, and that's where the problem starts. So what do we talk about when we see people who have mitochondrial dysfunction? We talk about how they can try to recover their their limbic system hypersensitivity or fight or flight response, because that seems to be one of the main controllers of the cell danger response. We talk about elimination of the various toxins from the body, including reduction in the numbers of the biological toxins, elimination of mold toxins, elimination of pesticides and other chemical toxins, elimination of heavy metal toxins. We also talk to them about the restoration of some of the critical mitochondrial nutrients. I'm going to devote a video to the specific mitochondrial nutrients, but one of the most important ones that we talk to our patients about that seems to be absolutely critical, and that's NAD, or nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, which is made in the body from the vitamin niacin, or B3. So just a quick overview here about mitochondria, how they're so prevalent in the body, and how they're very, very critical to wellness and recovery from chronic disease. Well, I hope you've learned a little bit from this and enjoyed this. If you have, please consider following my YouTube channel and sharing the video with friends and family. Have a blessed day.